Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to another review of Akiba Maid War. Yes, Akiba Maid War is back and we're on episode 8. Now, after last week's episode of Nagomi stepping up to the plate and kicking ass like she's supposed to do, this episode was a sport thing. Now, before I begin, I have to say that Anime NYC was last weekend and I loved it. Like I said, I go every single effing year. I go every year, and I love Anime NYC. It was on my birthday. As you notice, I got the poster from the convention. Upside down. I got the poster from the convention. I got figures. I even got the Sumi Bunny figure that I wanted. And it was great to see the voice actress, like Johnny Young, Boss, Sherry Millet, Michelle, Rolf, Natalie Real, etc., etc. But still, it was a good experience. I come back to Anime NYC and enjoy the moments. Notice I'm wearing my Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid shirt for the first time. I never had a Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid shirt, but it was worth it. But again, and I got this poster at the convention, and wall scrolls. But still, I actually got this so I could just show it to everybody, like episode 8. But okay, now let's get right to it. Baseball is an American pastime sport. Baseball is one of those things where you sit down and watch these guys slugging it out, arguing over the plate, arguing over the umpire, injuries, and players come out of the field and just kicking ass. Now, again, back to the whole sports thing. With the FIFA World Cup going on, with Japan beating Germany in a blue lock fashion, with football games coming up, like the Patriots and Vikings, my Patriots, and the Giants and Cowboys game, what better way to have Akiba Maid War so good is to have a sport episode on Thanksgiving, just like football and the World Cup and the FIFA World Cup. And that's what we got. So without further ado, let's get right to it with episode 8 review of the Akiba Maid War. Now, baseball. Baseball is one of those serious games where it's just like, they don't give a shit if you hit the ball. Hit people in the head with a bat or throw a ball at someone. It's serious. So, it's the funeral of Monami's death, aka Red Riot. AKA Red Riot. Now, with the merger that's happening between the Creature Land and the Alien Land, the merger has come. With this arc now, it's changing the landscape of how Akiba Maid's supposed to run. Now, people don't think Monami did the right thing, some didn't. But leave it to the pigs, the manager, to be part of this. And the boss, the head honcho, the head boss. What better way to settle it with baseball? And baseball is not a joke. I keep bringing up baseball because baseball is one of those top 3 sports that everybody will talk about. Like, it's one of those top 3 sports in real life that, it's really interesting. Like, football, baseball, and basketball. Those are the 3 most iconic sports in America today because everybody talk about those 3 kind of sports. Oh, there's like hockey, and volleyball, or I get it, but those 3 sports I named before are the top notch. So Zoya becoming a pitcher. No, before even the baseball game started, I knew that this ain't gonna be no clean match. This ain't gonna be no clean game because this is, come on, really. Throughout the episodes of Akiba Maid War, you really think they're gonna play fair? Hell to the fucking no. Okay, so. The roster is kind of set in stone, but they need another 3. They need 3 more players. So they got these 3 people from Venezuela to play, like Hola. They can't play. All they do is dancing, like dance. That's all they do. So play ball. So you got Zoya's pitching. She got some good ass pitching ability. The way how she threw the ball, like psh, and the bat broke. Like damn, they can't. Like damn, this was gonna be a serious game. And then Nagomi is all fired up. Like, I think beating the shit out of Monami, aka Red Riot, I think beating her up and losing a friend, it kind of awakening the power. Or, in the words of the rock band Skillet, feel like a monster. And kind of like that. So anyway, she's all cheering like, come on, we got this. Go, it's okay, we can strike break out. She was one of those she was a positive player. She wanted to play fair. She's like, we got this. Don't worry about it. She was so energetic. I'm like, damn. Like, and I get it, the whole aliens and creature land going at it head to head, but Nagomi was playing it hard not. And then Ronco with the bat, I knew Ronco's got some skills. I knew it from the beginning. She hit the bat like nothing, like hit it out of the way. And the panda scored more points. And the panda got skills. The question is, can pandas play baseball? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, they can play baseball. Now, playtime was over. Let's get some violence in this shit. Kind of like how the Yankees and Red Sox rivalry go at it. And anytime that happens, they always come out of the benches and start kicking ass. That happens in baseball sometimes. That's always happened in baseball. When the pitcher or the batter looked at each other in the eye, say they want to say some angry comments to one another, the bench come out and everybody just like break them up while they're fighting. And there gonna be a lot of suspensions and fines. That happens a lot. So, well, not gonna be being the umpire. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me rephrase that. While Nagomi cheering them on, she had enough of this. The other batter was like, grabbed the bat and smashed the shit out of Nagomi in the head. I'm like, damn, the violence didn't even start. The violence happened in the second inning. Yo, it was down not. I'm like, yo. And I'm surprised Nagomi survived that. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised she got it. How do I put this? I'm surprised she kept going. She took a bat in the head at full swing. In the head. And then she's not going to pretend like nothing happened. She's like, no, it's okay. I slipped. Don't worry. I was leaning close to her. It's my fault. I'm like, yo. She's the only player that was playing it fair and square. Everybody else was fighting dirty. Playing and fighting dirty. I mean, they were kicking. There were punches. I mean, you got Yoichi just hold the ball hit her in the face like, oh, I tagged her just like you want me to, right? They were tripping, kicking, and punching. They were playing dirty baseball. This is one of those, see, I don't want to be this person, but I need to say it. This right here needs to be on ESPN. This needs to be on ESPN. And every time we watch this episode, we're like, okay, they winning, but it's so violent, yet it's good to watch. If Akiba Maid War does this in a football theme or a basketball theme, I kid you not, there's going to be some hard ass pushing it. Imagine them playing, imagine these casts of Akiba Maid War play basketball and do what the Detroit Bad Boys, the Bad Boy Pistons do. Picture that. Just shoving and pushing, that's them. I see that coming. They play dirty, they don't care. Do that. So, during the game, but then everything triggered until the 6th inning. Where Zora hurt her finger from all that greatness of pitching, by the way. She gave it to Ronco. And Ronco also did some good pitching skills as well. But then there's that moment where Nagomi, where everyone, including the other team, was looking at her and saying, she's playing fair and square. After all the dirty tricks that's going on to her, she still wants to play fair. And I think that's what her friend, before she died, said this. She could lead the Akiba Maid War. She could change the landscape of how everything's supposed to be. How we supposed to be as maids, supposed to treat each other with kindness and respect and moi to every guy who walks into a cafe and see the gorgeous and lovely ladies doing these heart shapes for us. That's what Nagomi wants in the world of the Akiba. That's the way she wants for all maids. So having her playing fair and square where everyone's playing dirty, it kind of opened up everyone's mind like, okay, we'll play fair. So they all playing fair. Every one of them was playing fair, except the head boss of the creature land. Of the alien land. She wanted no, fuck this shit. fuck this shit. I ain't gonna go, no. I don't want peace. I want violence. And even the other players were listening to the coach. Like, even the other players was ignoring the coach. Where the coach was like, come on, you hit the ball, hit her in the head, do something. She's like, no, I'm ignoring him. And then when the boss decided to be part of it, she's like, hit her. They were trying to hit Ronco. She tried to hit Ronco. Zoya kicked her. And then it's just like, oh my God. Even the other team was like, stop it. We don't want violence. She has nothing to do with this. We didn't plan on this. This was her freaking decision. And then she gets stabbed. 1 kill count. Yo, you talking about baseball being so violent? This is way violent than ever. I'm sorry, guys. Can we all say that watching this is so lovable? They take a real sport. They take a real life sport, and it makes me want to watch it even more. It's like Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story, which is by far the best female sports anime right now. If you look at Birdie Wing was just I thought Birdie Wing was just a simple golf anime. Like, okay, this is golf. It ain't that big of a deal. But when they put Eve and Aoi when they put a golf anime and make it into like a gambling where your life is on the line and the mafia, all that, they make you want to watch Birdie Wing. So when I look at this episode where they take a simple sport, one of the greatest sports, and make it so violent, which I'm not surprised, by the way, but it's how it executed, and say like, oh my God, this is really fucking violent. I gotta see more of this. I gotta see more. And then we did. The head boss of the alien land got stabbed right there. Got literally just stabbed. And who was the mascot behind all this? The girl that was helping Monami in the last week's episode. Remember last week's episode when she tied her, when she bandaged her up, he said, you can go now. And she started crying. Yo, she wanted to get revenge. So that's the thing about it. I like how it's lingering towards this episode because it all makes sense. Every episode has like a sign line where it's like, okay, that makes sense as to why she did it. She did it for Monami, and that's what she did. And then after she killed her, after she killed the boss, they killed her. They killed her, but they kept the dead bodies. Like, okay, this is the mascot. This is our coach. They keep going. Let's keep playing fair and square. So dramatic, by the way, that throughout that last throw, Ronco put all that work, and they won. They played fair and square. I think about the 6th, 7th inning, that's when everybody played fair and square. But I like how at the end of the game, they kept the dead bodies. The mascot and the coach. I like how they kept all the dead bodies there. Very funny, by the way. Now, Ronco has a story, and like Ronco plays a big part in this. Like, we know Nagomi was playing a big role in this series, but Ronco also has a bigger role. I mean, her role would be in the cafe and with the boss Nagi that she knows her. It's very touching. I mean, she's the oldest of all the cafes. She's the oldest one, the oldest employee in this Maid War franchise. You know what I mean? She's the oldest of them all. And to have her be part of this low class cafe that is hardly making any money, potentially is up and running, but still, to have her be the oldest and kicking ass, she's showing us that at what age she could pull it off. I mean, literally. So, again, her connection with the boss, they know each other for a long time, but she's going to play a huge role. And I think next week of Akiba Maid War, we're going to see more of Ronco's. I hope we see more of Ronco's story. I mean, there are parts that we saw Ronco in many different parts of her flashback, but I want to see the full story of Ronco. Her life as a maid and what got her into it and all this. I really am curious about what her life is. I'm pretty sure we all do. But anyway, this was a delightful episode. We got to see a sport that was so violent that you can watch it over again and take the sport to a notch. I hope that in the future we get to see more sports like this where there's violence involved. I mean, like legit violence, where there's basketball, they shove an elbow there. Oh, there's football, push that shit. I mean, let's see more violence in sports. That's all I'm trying to say. We'll see it. So I look forward for next week's episode of Akiba Maid War, and then see more of Ronko and the connection with the boss. Let's see where this goes. So I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.